In progress.
Good morning, students. Welcome to the online CET classes. So, in this class, we'll continue the discussion on alternating current. So, in the previous class, we discussed about the important definitions regarding alternating current, and then the pure resistive circuit, pure capacitive circuit, and pure inductive circuit. Now, in this class, we'll discuss about LCR circuit, resonance, and LC oscillation and transformer. The first one, series LCR circuit. If you come to the series LCR circuit, so the series LCR circuit consisting of a resistor, inductor, and capacitor are in series. It consisting of a resistor, inductor, and capacitor in series connected across the AC voltage. The voltage is given by V is equal to V naught sine omega t. V is equal to what? V naught sine omega t. Now, the current in the circuit at any instant is given by I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus or minus pi. Where I naught is the peak value of the current. That peak value of the current is equal to peak voltage by impedance. That is called what? Impedance. So where pi represents the phase difference between the current and the voltage. The expression for voltage is always V is equal to V naught sin omega t. Whether it's a pure resistive circuit, inductor circuit, or capacitor circuit, or LCR circuit. But the current expression will be changed. It is I naught sin omega t. Omega t for resistive circuit, I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2 for capacitive circuit, I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2 for inductive circuit. Now the equation of voltage. The voltage across the source V is equal to square root of the VR square plus VL minus VC square. VR square plus VL minus VC square. VC square. Impedance of the circuit is equal to Z is equal to the impedance of the circuit Z equals square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Or XL is equal to omega L and XC is equal to 1 by omega C whole square. Then the phase difference tan pi is equal to VL minus VC by VR. Or VL in the place of VL. In case of series circuit, current is constant, therefore VL is directly proportional to XL and VC is directly proportional to XC and VR is directly proportional to R, therefore it becomes XL minus XC by R. And in terms of angular frequency, in terms of linear frequency, XL is greater than XC, that is inductive reactance is greater than capacitive reactance, then voltage leads the current. If the inductive reactance is less than capacitive reactance, then the current leads the voltage. So in the inductive circuit, the net reactance is inductive in this case. So then the circuit behaves as a what? LR circuit. If the net reactance is capacitive, that is XC is greater than XL means XC minus XL is what? Net XC we get. Then it's a CR circuit. The net reactance is 0, then XL is equal to XC. This is the condition for resonance. This is the what condition for resonance. So resonance. At resonance. If you come to the at resonance XL is equal to XC. When XL is equal to XC, the impedance is minimum. Impedance becomes minimum, that is equal to the resistance of the circuit. Therefore, the circuit behaves as a resistive circuit. The LCR circuit behaves like a resistive circuit at resonance. So when XL is equal to XC, VL is equal to VC. Or V is equal to VR. VL is equal to VC implies the voltage applied across the voltage of the source is equal to the voltage appear across the resistance. And in this case, phase difference pi is equal to 0 and power factor cos pi is equal to 1. That means current and voltage are in phase. Here I and V are in phase. I and V are in phase. Power consumption P is equal to Vrms into Irms. So the power consumption is equal to what? Voltage into current. And this is equal to half into V naught into I naught. That is peak value of voltage and peak value of current. Current in the circuit is maximum, and that is in at resonance. The current in the circuit is maximum, that is I naught is equal to V naught by R. These circuits are used for voltage amplification and as a selector circuit in communication or wireless telegraph. They are used in the what? Communication, especially in the tuning circuits. Resonant frequency. The resonant frequency omega naught is equal to square root of LC, or mu is equal to 2 pi into square root of LC. The resonant frequency does not depend upon resistance. It does not depend on resistance. It only depends on inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. Next, the half power frequency and bandwidth. Half power frequency means it is the frequency at which the power in the circuit is half of the maximum power. The power in the circuit is what? Half of the maximum power in the circuit. This is the maximum power, and this is the point where the power becomes P maximum by 2, and this corresponding frequency is called half power frequency. We call them as a what? Half power frequency, and this omega naught is a resonant frequency. Omega naught is resonant frequency. Omega 1 and omega 2 are what? Half wave frequency. Now, the omega 1 or omega naught minus omega 1 is delta omega. Delta omega. Similarly, the omega 2 minus omega naught is also delta omega. Is also delta omega. Then delta omega plus delta omega gives what? Width of this length. That is called 2 delta omega. And this 2 delta omega is called bandwidth. We call it as a what? Bandwidth. Okay. This is bandwidth. The expression for bandwidth is delta omega is equal to omega 2 minus omega 1. For series resonant circuit, this bandwidth delta omega is equal to R by L. R by L. Next, quality factor in the series resonant circuit. The characteristic of a series resonant circuit is determined by the quality factor. It defines the sharpness of current frequency curve at resonance when Q factor is large. The sharpness resonance curve is more and vice versa. If the defines the sharpness of current frequency curve at a resonance when Q factor is large, the sharpness of the resonance curve is what? More. If the Q factor is small, then the sharpness is very less. The Q factor is defined as a quality factor is equal to the maximum energy stored by energy dissipation. If we divide this both sides by T, then 2 pi by T into, in the denominator it becomes energy by time is what? Power, mean power dissipated. Therefore, the Q factor is equal to resonant frequency by bandwidth. Our quality factor is equal to VL by VR or VC by VR, omega naught L by R or 1 by omega naught CR. Another expression for quality factor in terms of resistance, self-inductance and capacitance is 1 by R into square root of R. Next, transformer. Transformer is the device used to step up or step down the AC voltage, and it works on the principle of mutual inductance. It works on the principle of mutual inductance. For ideal transformer, there is no loss in the power. That is, power output is equal to what? Power input. And here, the secondary EMF by epsilon P, primary EMF is equal to Ns by Np. This is called turns ratio. And this Ns by Np is equal to Vs by Vp, or Ns by Np is equal to Ip by Is. Ns by Np is equal to Ip by Is. And efficiency of the transformer is equal to power output by power input. Power output by power input. Yes. Now we'll go to the questions, MCQs. The 12th question. In the previous class, we discussed about the 11 questions, and now we'll go to the 12th one. In a series LCR circuit, the potential drop across L, C, and R respectively are 40 volt, 120 volt, and 60 volt. Then the source voltage is source voltage you have to calculate. You know that source voltage V is equal to square root of the VR square plus VL or VC. Which one is greater? You have to take that one. VL minus VC whole square. Here VR is 40 volt. Therefore, it's a 40 square plus VL is 120. VL is equal to what? 120. And VC is equal to what? Sorry, the potential drop. L is 40 volt. L is 40 volt. So given L is equal to 40 volt. C is equal to 120 volt. And R is equal to 60 volt. They are given. So here VR means 60 square plus VL. VL is 40 square. 40 minus 120 whole square. Square root. Now this is 60 square plus 40 minus 120 is 80. Minus 80 square is plus 80 square. Because minus 80 into minus 80 is what? Plus 80. Therefore, it becomes 80 square. Now the total is, this is 3600 plus this is 6400. The total becomes 10,000. The square root of 10,000 is 100. Therefore, the source voltage is 100 volt. Option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Next question. And current are given by equation V is equal to V naught sin omega t and I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. It's not pi by 2, this is pi by 2. In LCR circuit, it's not pi by 2, it's a pi by 2. The average power dissipated in the circuit for a cycle of EC. The average power dissipated over a cycle of AC. E is in the calculator. The average power dissipated over the AC cycle. We know that they are given V is equal to V naught. V is equal to V naught sin omega. V is equal to sin omega t and I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. These are the equations they are given. Now we want to calculate the power dissipated. Power dissipated in LCR circuit is P is equal to VRMS IRMS into cos pi. VRMS IRMS into what? Cos pi. And the pi is given there. Here pi is given. Pi is equal to pi by 2. Pi is equal to what? Pi by 3. Hence we can write VRMS is equal to, here all the values are in peak values. Peak voltage and peak current. Therefore VRMS can be written as V naught by root 2. And IRMS can be written as I naught by root 2 into cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2. This is equal to V naught I naught root 2 is 2. And cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Hence, the power dissipated is equal to V naught I naught divided by 4. V naught I naught divided by 4. Option C is correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Yes. Next, 14th one. Next question. 14th question. LCR series circuit. The potential difference across each element is 20 volt. Each element means across resistance, across inductor and across capacitor is 20 volt. Now the value of resistance alone is doubled. The resistance is doubled. And the potential drop across RL and C respectively. They are asking. So the given is, so VR is equal to VL is equal to VC is equal to 20 volt. Is equal to what? 20 volt. They are given. So when the resistance is what? R. Resistance is what? R. When R dash becomes 2R. R dash becomes what? 2R. The voltage across the resistance is VR dash. So to calculate. Voltage across the inductor is VL dash. Question mark. And voltage across the capacitor is VC dash. So to calculate. So now we know that VR is equal to I into R. Comma VL is equal to I into XL. VC is equal to I into X. VC is equal to I into X. Now calculate the current. Current I is equal to V by Z. Current is equal to what? V by Z. But they have mentioned that VL is equal to VC. So it is very important. So VL is equal to VC. VL is equal to VC when circuit is in resonance. Circuit is in what? Resonance. VL becomes equal to VC. The circuit is in what? Resonance. So the one of the property of resonant circuit. Resonant circuit. Look at here. Yes. Look at here. So VL is equal to VC. VL is equal to VC. That is applied voltage is equal to, that is the voltage across the inductor is equal to voltage across the capacitor at resonance. Now VI is equal to V by Z. But at when circuit is at resonance, Z is equal to R. Impedance is equal to R. Impedance is equal to what? R. Hence I will write that it's a V by R. V by R. V by R is equal to, okay, V by R. Next take current I dash. I dash. I dash is equal to V divided by 2R. V divided by what? 2R. The resistance becomes twice 2R. But V by R is I. Therefore it becomes I by, it becomes what? I by. I dash is equal to I by. I dash is equal to what? I by. So when the resistance becomes double, the current becomes half. Now calculate VR dash. So VR dash is equal to I dash into R dash. I dash is I by 2. And R dash is 2R. 2 cancel, it's a VR. And VR is equal to 20 volt. Next one. VL dash is equal to I dash into XL. So I dash is I by 2. And inductive reactance will not be changed. They are only double the resistance, not the inductive reactance or capacitive reactance. If it remains same, XL only. Then I into XL is what? VL. It's a VL by 2. That is VL by 2 means 10 volt. Similarly, VC dash. VC dash is equal to I dash XC. That is I by 2 into X. VC by 2, 10. Therefore, the option is 20, 10, 10. The voltage potential difference across the R is 20 and L and C is 10, 10. So 20, 10, 10. 20, 10, 10. Option A is correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Option A is correct answer. Next one. 14. A coil of inductive reactance. A coil of inductive reactance L is equal to 1 by root 3. And resistance R is equal to 1 ohm. Is connected to a AC source of voltage 200 volts. Instead, VRMS value. They are not mentioned any peak or anything. It's a RMS value. The VRMS is equal to 200 volts. And the frequency is equal to what? 50 hertz AC supply. The time lag between maximum voltage and current is asking. The time lag between maximum voltage and current. So now, for time lag, formula is time lag T is equal to pi by omega. Pi by omega. Yes. Now, to calculate that one, take first tan pi. We want pi. Therefore, tan pi is equal to XL minus XC divided by R. Here only they have mentioned inductive reactance and resistance. Let's say what type of circuit? LR circuit. For LR circuit, XC is equal to 0. Because they are not connected capacitor at all. Therefore, XC is equal to 0. And this becomes XL by R. XL by R. So, the tan pi is equal to XL is 1 by root divided by R, 1. Tan pi is equal to root 3, 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 means it's a 30 degree. Pi is equal to what? 30 degree. Or pi by 6. Pi by 6. So now the time lag T is equal to pi by 6 divided by omega. Omega is 2 pi m. That is equal to pi by 6 divided by 2 pi into 50. Frequency is 50. Frequency they have given 50 hertz. Pi and pi cancel. Time T is equal to it's a 1 divided by 600. So 5 2s are 10, 10 6 are 10 and 100 6 are 600. So therefore T is equal to 600. Option D. Option D is the correct answer. Next 16th one. A series combination of resistor capacitor is connected to an AC source of angular frequency omega. Keeping the voltage same, voltage remains same. If the frequency is changed to omega by 3, omega to omega by 3, the current becomes half of the original current. Current becomes half. Then the ratio of the capacitive reactance to the resistance at the frequency is the calendar. Okay. Is asking omega will become to omega by 3. Current I becomes equal to I by 2. Then the ratio of XC by R is asking. The ratio of XC by R. Okay, take We know that IRMS, current. IRMS, first one. We know that from Ohm's law for series LCR circuit, it's a VRMS by Z. VRMS by Z, or VRMS divided by Z means it's a R square plus XC square, because it's an RC circuit. Inductor is not connected, therefore inductive reactance is equal to 0. Hence it's a R square plus XC square. That implies IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by R square plus. And what is the inductive capacitance? Sorry, inductive capacitive reactance. It's a 1 by omega C whole square. Okay, right there. Now the current becomes off. Current becomes off means IRMS by, but the voltage remains same. But the same voltage means voltage remains same, VRMS only. But impedance will changes. How much it is? R square plus. Why impedance changes? Because of change in omega. Omega becomes what? 1 by omega C, sorry, omega by 3 whole square. Whole square. This will becomes, so VRMS. VRMS divided by R square plus 9 by omega square C square, square root of omega 9 by omega square C square. Next, divide these two equations. Divide these two equations. Solve this equation 1. Solve this equation 1 and solve this equation 2. Divide equation 2 by equation 1. Equation 2 by equation 1. Equation 2 is same. IRMS by 2 is equal to VRMS divided by R square plus 9 by omega square C square, square root. Next, divided by IRMS. Divided by IRMS into. So it becomes, comes to the numerator R square plus 1 by omega square C square divided by VRMS. VRMS and VRMS get cancelled. VRMS and what VRMS get cancelled. IRMS and IRMS get cancelled. This implies 1 by 2 is equal to, and even square root and square root get cancelled. Square root and square root get cancelled. The remaining is R square plus 1 by omega C, omega square C square. You can write it as a omega square C square can be written as a X. Yes, omega C whole square. This can be written as what? XC. 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 XC square divided by, here also, R square plus 9 as it is. 1 by omega square into C square is what? XC square. XC square. Right. In the next step, cross multiply. Cross multiply. We cross multiply, we get R square plus 9XC square is equal to 2R square plus 2R square plus, sorry, this is square root together, it will become 4. After removing the square root, it becomes 4. This will become 4. This is 4R square. Cross multiply plus 4XC square. After squaring, square root and square root has to cancel, and you have to remove the square root by squaring on both sides. So now Take this r square to this side and 4xc square to this side. Becomes 5xc square is equal to 3r square, or xc by r whole square is equal to 3 by 5. 3 by 5, or xc by r is equal to square root of 3 by 5. xc by r is equal to square root of 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Option square root of 3 by 5. But there is no square root value. Yes, do one thing. Yes, inside. 3 by 5 means multiply 2 and divide by 2. We get 6 by 10. Square root of 6 by 10. Then we get xc by r is equal to 0.6 root. Square root of 0.6. Option A. Option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. 0.6. Option A is the correct answer. Next one. In the circuit shown below, the AC source has voltage V is equal to 20 cos omega t volts with omega is equal to 2000 radian per second. The amplitude of the current will be nearest to. So to calculate the current amplitude or peak value of the current. So to calculate the peak value of the current, first you have to calculate the what? In the impedance. You have to calculate the what? Impedance. This is a circuit consisting of inductor, capacitor and resistor. All are in series. It's a series LCR circuit. First you have to calculate the impedance. To calculate impedance, first take R. R is equal to 6 plus 4. 4 ohm. So therefore 6 plus 4 are in series. Therefore total resistance becomes 10 ohm. Then XL is equal to omega L. Omega is given 2000. 2000 into L is a 5 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to 10 ohm. Is equal to how much? 10 ohm. Next, XC. XC is equal to 1 by omega C. So 1 divided by 2000 into C is 50 microfarad. 50 into 10 power minus 6. So we can write it's a 10 power 6. 10 power 6 and 1 followed by 6 zeros. Divided by 5 twos are 10. 5 zeros. 5 twos are 10. And remaining zeros is 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 zeros. 5 zeros cancel. It's a 10 ohm. This is also what? 10 ohm. So again, Z becomes 10 ohm. So that shows that XL is equal to XC. So if XL is equal to XC, it's a resonance. The circuit is in resonance. That implies Z is equal to R because XL minus XC whole square becomes 0 and Z becomes equal to R. Then current I, the current amplitude I is equal to V by Z. V by Z. So here the V naught is given. From this diagram, it is clear that V naught is equal to 20 volt. So if they are given peak current, so we can calculate the peak current using the peak voltage by impedance. Peak voltage is 20, by impedance is what? Z equals R, R equals 10. Z equals R and R equals what? 10. So it's a 2 ampere. Answer is for 2 ampere. Option A. Option A is the correct answer. Next one. An ideal choke draws a current. Ideal choke means inductor. Choke means inductor. Choke means inductor. An ideal choke draws a current of 8 ampere. When connected to the AC supply of 100 volt 50 hertz. A pure resistor draws a current of 10 ampere when connected to the same source. The ideal choke and the resistors are connected in series and then connected to that same AC source of voltage. No, to the different AC source of voltage 150 volt and 40 hertz. The current in the circuit becomes there. So first we have to consider inductor. It's a one inductor. It is connected to AC source. It is connected to what? AC source. Then we know that from Ohm's law, IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by Z. Impedance Z. Sorry, not impedance here. Directly a pure inductor. We can replace Z by XL. 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 Or XL is equal to VRMS by IRMS. VRMS by what? IRMS. Hence XL is equal to VRMS is how much? 100 volt. They have given 100 volt divided by IRMS is equal to 8 ampere. The current is given 8. XL is equal to 10 by 8. 100 by 8. So XL andre is a 2 pi f L is equal to 100 by 8. It's a 2 pi 50. Frequency is 50 into L is equal to 100 by 8. Or 5 2s are 10. 100 100 cancel. 100 cancel. L is equal to 1 by 8 pi. This is one part. Next come to the second part. If the only resistor, pure resistor is connected to the same source, then the resistance is equal to VRMS divided by IRMS. The VRMS divided by IRMS. What is the VRMS they have given? 10 ampere. Current is given, voltage is same. The same battery. It's 100 divided by 10. So its resistance is equal to 10. Resistance is equal to 10. In the third case, if both inductor and resistor both are connected, if inductor and resistor are connected to the another AC source of voltage VRMS, V dash RMS is equal to 150 volt and F dash is equal to 40 hertz. So here it is connected to VRMS 100 volt and F is equal to 50 hertz. Now it is connected to 150 volt and 40 hertz frequency. 40 hertz. Yes. Current. IRMS is equal. To calculate IRMS, just first calculate inductive reactance. Now the inductive reactance of this inductor because of the change in frequency. Change in frequency. So inductive reactance XL dash is equal to 2 pi F dash L. 2 pi F dash L. 2 into 3.14. I'm sorry, you can take 5 only. Better, you can directly cancel. 2 pi 40 into L is equal to 1 by 8 pi. So now this pi and pi cancel. 8 ones are 8 pi's are 45 to the 10. XL dash is equal to 10. So now we can calculate IRMS. IRMS is equal to VRMS dash. IRMS dash is equal to VRMS dash divided by Z dash. And this Z dash is equal to VRMS dash divided by square root of R square plus XL dash square. So IRMS dash is equal to VRMS dash is 150 divided by square root of 10 square plus 10 square. 10 square plus 10 square. It's 100 plus 100 is 200. So this 150 divided by 10 root 2. 0 cancel is 15 by root. 15 by root. The current is what? 15 by root. Option C. The current is what? 15 by root. Now the current in the circuit is what? 15 by root. Next one. 19.1. A capacitor and inductor coil are connected in separate AC circuits with the bulb glowing in both the circuits. The bulb glows brightly. So there are two circuits. One circuit consisting of inductor along with bulb. Along with what? Bulb. Another circuit consisting of capacitor along with bulb. Along with bulb. Like this. Bulb means resistance, capacitor C. Inductor and resistance. The bulb glows more brightly when? The bulb glows more brightly when? Here the impedance is equal. It's a square root of R square plus XL barutte. XL and what? Omega square into L square. And here in this case, impedance is equal to square root of R square plus 1 by omega square into C square. 1 by omega square into what? C square. This is the resistance. Let's come to option A. In the option A, the separation between the plates of the capacitor is increased. Where D is increased. When D is increased, capacitance is equal to epsilon naught A by D. If D increases, capacitance decreases. If the capacitance decreases, the whole value of this one, what increases? So more plus resistance is more, hence impedance is increases. Impedance increases. Impedance increases, current decreases. Therefore, the bulb will not both the circuits. The bulb glows more brightly when the both the bulb has to glow. So therefore, in this case, only this bulb glows dim and this one glows bright. Option B. Next option. An iron rod is inserted into the inductance coil. When the iron rod is inserted into the B. An iron rod is inserted into the inductor coil. The self-inductance is equal to mu naught into mu r into n square. A into L. A into what? L. So when the iron rod is inserted, mu r is greater than 1. Mu r is greater than 1, self-inductance is increases. Then the impedance increases. As a result, current decreases. Current decreases. The current decreases. A, B. Current decreases here also. Next, C. The C1, a dielectric is introduced into the gap between the plates of the capacitor. The dielectric is introduced into the gap between the plates of the capacitor. Yes. When the dielectric is introduced of dielectric constant epsilon r, capacitance is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r A by D. Therefore, capacitance increases. Capacitance increases means impedance decreases. More the value of denominator, less value of this whole thing. Therefore, impedance decreases, current increases. Current increases. Next one, D. If you come to the D, in the D, the number of turns in the inductance coil is increased. Number of turns in the inductance coil. If n increases, this is n square, capital N square. If n increases, self-inductance increases, Once again, impedance increases, current decreases. So therefore, in the case of A, in the case of B, and in the case of D, current decreases. But in the case of C, current increases. Now, the brightness of the bulb, the brightness, bulb will be glows more brightly, is directly proportional to current in the circuit. Current in the what circuit? If the current is more, the brightness is more. Current is less, brightness is less. Therefore, in these three cases, this case, and in this case, the bulb glows dim. But in the C case, the bulb glows what? Brighter. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Option C is the one correct answer. When the dielectric is introduced into the gap between the plates of the capacitor, capacitance increases, impedance decreases. As a result, current increases in the circuit. Bulb glows more brightly. Next one, 20th. An ideal resistance R, an ideal inductance L, ideal capacitance C, and AC voltmeters V1, V2, V3, V4 are connected to an AC source as shown at resonance. At resonance, very simple, you can directly write at resonance, voltage across the inductor is equal to voltage across the capacitor. Therefore, V2 is equal to V3. This one. V2 equals V2. V2 equals what? V2. When V2 and V3 becomes equal, now the voltage across the source, the voltage across the source VRMS is equal to VR. This is called source voltage. That implies now V4 represents the voltage of the source and V1 represents the voltage of the resistance. Both are what? Equal. When V2 equals what? V4. Therefore, V becomes is equal to V4. VR means V1. V4 becomes is equal to V1. So here the option is reading in voltmeter 3 is equal to the reading in V3 is equal to reading in V1. The reading in V1 is equal to reading in V2. The reading in V2 is equal to reading in V4. The reading in V2 is equal to reading in V3. Option D is correct. The reading in the voltmeter V2 is equal to reading in the voltmeter 3. That is the voltage across the inductor is equal to voltage across the capacitor. Next, 21. A circuit when connected to an AC source of 12 volt gives a current of 0.2 ampere. The same circuit when connected to the DC source, it gives a current of 0.4 ampere. The circuit is when the circuit is connected to an AC source, when circuit is connected to AC source, it gives the current of how much? 0.2 ampere. Therefore, Z is equal to, it's a V divided by I. V divided by I. V is 12 divided by 0.2. 12 divided by 0.2 is 60 ohm. Now, when the circuit is connected to DC, in the same circuit when connected to DC, for DC source, R, DC source have only resistance, not inductive reactance or capacitive reactance. It's a V by I. Voltage is same 12, but the current is 0.2. Therefore, it's a 0.2. 0.4 means 30 volt. 30 volt. So, as power factor, cos pi is equal to R by Z. As the power factor, cos pi is equal to what? R by Z. So, cos pi is equal to R is 30 ohm and Z is 60 ohm. It's a 1 by 2. That is pi is equal to 60 degree. Phi is equal to what? 60 degree. So phi is equal to 60 degree means it is a resistive and inductive circuit. That is the current lags behind the voltage. Current lags behind the voltage. Therefore, the circuit is LR circuit. The circuit is what? LR circuit. The circuit is what? LR circuit. If we get cos phi is equal to minus negative value, so then current leads the voltage. Then it's a CR circuit, RC circuit. So if we get phi value positive, then it's a inductive circuit. If we get phi value negative, it's a capacitive circuit. We are getting here positive value for theta or pi. Therefore, it's a inductive circuit. Therefore, this is a series LR circuit. Resistance is always there. Next one, 22. A series RC circuit is connected. A series RC circuit is connected to an alternating. A series RC circuit is connected to an alternating voltage source and consider two situations. The capacitor is air filled and second one is when capacitor is mica filled. Current to the resistor is I. Current to the resistor is what? I, and the voltage across the capacitor is V. Then voltage across the capacitor is V. Then so this is the RC circuit. This is the what? RC circuit. And is connected to an alternating voltage source. So there are two situations. The capacitor is filled with air and capacitor is filled with mica. So then in which one the current in the capacitor filled with air is greater than current filled with capacitor filled with mica, or voltage they are asking. So to calculate that one, we know that the current through the resistor is equal to current in the circuit because it's a series circuit. In a series circuit, the current is constant. Hence, we can write that the current through the resistor, the current through the resistor is equal to current in the circuit, in the RC circuit, current in the circuit. That implies I is equal to, let's say V naught. I is equal to what? V naught divided by square root of R square plus XC square. R square plus what? XC square. Or this is equal to V naught divided by R square plus 1 by omega C whole square. 1 by omega C whole square. Square root. 1 by omega C square. This is the I value. Now the voltage across the capacitor. Voltage across the capacitor. And voltage across the capacitor. Voltage across the capacitor is equal to what? It's a current into capacitive reactance, XC. So current is equal to V naught divided by R square plus 1 by omega C whole square. 1 by omega C whole square into XC. 1 by omega C. 1 by omega C. 1 to omega C. Now the voltage across the capacitor V is equal to V naught. And if the omega C is taken into the bracket, it becomes omega square C square. Then it becomes R square omega square C square plus. Here the omega square C square divided by omega square C square becomes cancelled and it's a 1. 1. So therefore V is equal to voltage. The voltage is equal to V naught by square root of R square plus omega square plus C square plus 1. And current is equal to, current I is equal to what? I is equal to V naught by square root of R square plus 1 by omega C square. 1 by omega C square. Now, as CA is less than CB, you know that the capacitance of the capacitor is more when the dielectric medium is introduced. Therefore, CA represents capacitance in air medium and CB represents capacity with a mica. Therefore, CA is less than CB. If CA is less, what happens? When the current together, if I take I, CA kadame aitu andre this value will be what? More. This value is more means current is less. Current is what? Less. Therefore, that implies IA is less than IBI. Because CB is greater andre CB is greater means this value is small. Diameter ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ this value small ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು. Value small ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Value small ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ total value ಕೂಡ small plus more some value is small ಇರುತ್ತೆ. As a result, current is more ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But ಇದು value ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ value ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. As a result, I is more. Therefore, IA is less than IB. And VA ಬರೋಣ from this equation. VA again. So CA is less than CB. Then CA is less. CA is less and the whole denominator is less. Less plus 1 is less only. Less. As a result, voltage is more. Therefore, VA is greater than VB. VA is what? Greater than VB. So just look at the options. VA is greater than VB. IA is greater than IB. Option D is correct. Option D is what? Correct. Option D is correct. Next one, 23rd. 23rd. An inductor of inductance L and resistor of resistance R are joined together in series and connected by a source of frequency omega. The power dissipated in the circuit. Yes, the power dissipated. You can take this equation. I square R. It's a I RMS square into R. This can be written as V RMS divided by Z. I can be written as what? V RMS by Z whole square into R. So V RMS can be written as V. V RMS is equal to V divided by Z means what? It's a inductor resistance circuit. Hence it's a R square plus omega L whole square. R square plus omega L whole square into R. This is whole square. Whole square. As a result, it's a V square into R divided by R square plus omega square S. This is the answer. So option V square R by R square plus omega square L square. So option B is the correct answer. Option B. Yes. Next 24th one. In the series LCR circuit, the power dissipation is 3. Yes, we know that the power dissipation in series LCR circuit is given by VRMS into IRMS into cos phi. Cos phi. For resistive circuit is right? So phi is equal to 0. Because why phi equals 0? Current and voltage are in same phase. Therefore, power is equal to cos phi becomes what? 1. Hence it says VRMS into IRMS. VRMS into IRMS. Inductor again. Phi, the phase difference between current and voltage is what? Pi by 2. The voltage leads the current by how much? Pi by 2. In case of inductor current lags and voltage leads by pi by 2. As a result, cos 90 is 0. Cos 90 0 and everything is what? 0. Power is equal to 0. And even in the capacitor circuit, current leads the voltage by pi by 2. Our voltage lags the current by pi by 2. As a result, power is equal to 0. Therefore, there is no power dissipation through inductor or capacitor. Power dissipation is only through what? Resistor. Therefore, option A. Option A is our correct answer. Next, 25th. The potential difference across the resistance, capacitance, and inductance is 80 volt, 40 volt, and 110 volt, respectively, in an LCR circuit. The power factor of the circuit is the given. So here in the 25th column, they are given potential difference and voltage. VR is equal to 80 volt. Next, capacitance VC. This is equal to 40 volt. Inductance VL is equal to 100 volt. The power factor is cos pi. Power factor is what? Cos pi. And this cos pi is equal to, you can write R by Z. R by Z instead of R. Because in case of series circuit, current remains Z. It's R by Z. So R now we can write it as in terms of voltage. So V is equal to IR. R is equal to what? V by I. It's a voltage across the resistance divided by I bar divided by similarly impedance is equal to voltage, source voltage divided by I. This I and this I cancel. It's a VR divided by source voltage is how much? It's a VR square plus it's a VL minus VC whole square. VL minus VC whole square. VL minus VC whole square. VL minus VC. Substitute. If you substitute here, VR is equal to how much? 80. 80 divided by square root of 80 square plus VL is 100. 100 minus 40 whole square. So cos pi. It's a 80 divided by 80 square plus 60 square whole square root. It's a 80 divided by 80 square means 6,400 and 60 square is 3,600 square. It's a 10,000. 10,000 square root is 100. It's a 80 divided by 100. 0 cancel. It's a point. Option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Next one, 26. In a series LCR circuit at resonance, XL is equal to XC. XL is equal to XC. That implies Z is equal to R. That shows that the circuit is what? Purely resistive. The circuit is what? Purely resistive. Purely resistive. So in case of resistive circuit, current and voltage are in phase. Current and voltage are in phase. So in resistive circuit, the current and voltage are in phase. Therefore, options are A. This is the correct one. The current and voltage are in phase. Next one. Which of the following combination should be selected for better tuning of the LCR circuit? So this is decided by using the quality factor. If the quality factor is more, then it is selected. Right? So this is tuning is good. If the quality factor is less, tuning is less. Therefore, anything will be selected on the basis of the quality factor. So first calculate the quality factor for all these things. So for first one, we know that quality factor Q is equal to 1 by R into square root of L by C. First one is for A option. So quality factor Q is equal to 1 by 20 into square root of 1.5 divided by 35 into 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 comes to numerator. 10 power minus 6 comes to numerator means and multiply and divide by 100. Then it becomes 150 by 35 into 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 comes to numerator, it becomes plus 4. Plus 4, if you take outside, it's 100. So therefore we can write it's a 100 by 20 into square root of 150 by 35. So it's a 100 by 20 means 5 into square root of. So this is how much? 5, 6 are 5 sevens are 5 3s are 30. The square root of 30 by 7. So square root of 30 by 7, 7 4s are 28. The square root of more than 4 is 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Approximately this value is approximately equal to 10, around 10 Q1. Next Q2 for second one. Q2 1 by 25 into square root of 2.5 divided by 45 into 10 power minus 6. So minus 4 ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, minus 2 ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು multiply ಮಾಡಿ, it's a 250. It's a 250 by 45 square root. So it's a 100 by 25 is 4. It's a 100 by 25, this one. And this is 4. 4 into, this is 45. 250 by 45. So 50 by 9. 50 means almost 7. Square root is 7. 9 get 3. 7 by 3 birthday. So 3 2s are. It's a 4 into 7 by 3. 3 2s are 6. One reminder 10. 3 3s are. 2.33 some recurring birthday. So again it's a 8. 4 3s are 12. One reminder for 12. 3. One reminder 4 to the 8 9. 9.3. Around 9.3. Option C. Q3. Q3. Q3 is equal to 1 by 15. 1 by 15 square root of 3.5 divided by 30 into 10 power minus 6. That will be around, so it's a 100 by 15 birthday. It's a square root of 350 by 30 birthday. Yes, just look at here, the value will be around 20 birthday, 20 or 22 birthday, around 22. And next fourth one, Q4 is equal to 1 divided by, the value is 25. 1 divided by 25 is the square root of 1.5 divided by 45 into 10 power minus 6. 45 to 10 power minus 6, it's a 100 by 25 into 150 by 45. So the value will be around 7 birthday. Therefore, for option 3, the quality factor is more. So this is used for communication. Which of the following combination is used for better tuning of the LCR circuit, means for which quality factor has to be more? Therefore, that one is option C. Option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Next, 28. To come to the 28, the average power dissipated in an AC circuit is 2 watt power. Average power dissipated is equal to 2 watt. P is equal to 2 watt. Average power dissipated is what? 2 watt. Next, the current flowing through the circuit is 2 ampere. I is equal to 2 ampere. I is equal to 2 ampere. And impedance is equal to 1. What is the power factor is asking. So power factor is cos pi. Cos pi is equal to R by Z. Z is given, but R you have to calculate by using this one. You know that power, average power is given. Average power is equal to P is equal to V into I. That is equal to I square into R, because we want R. Power is equal to I square into R. That implies R is equal to power by I square. Power is 2. I is how much? 2 square. 2 square is 4. Then the resistance is 1 by 2. Then power factor cos pi is equal to 1 by 2 by 1 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. Option A is the correct answer. 28 option A is the correct answer. Yes. The step-up transformer operates on a 230 line and a load current is 2 ampere. Load current means secondary current. Is given the secondary current. The load current means secondary current. IS is equal to 2 ampere. Is given IS is equal to what? 2 ampere. The ratio of primary to secondary windings, primary NP to secondary NS. NP by NS is equal to 1 by 1 is to 25. 1 is to 25 and is given the transfer operates at 230 overtime. The input voltage is given, BP is given. So then the current in the primary circuit. So I is asking for current in a secondary circuit and he is not mentioned the efficiency. If he is not mentioned any efficiency, then we can directly take NP by NS is equal to IS by IP. So if the efficiency is not mentioned, it is understood that efficiency is 1 or 100%. If the efficiency is mentioned, then we cannot use this equation. Therefore, NP by NS is equal to IS by IP. Because efficiency is not mentioned, that means it is 1 or 100%. That implies IS is equal, not IS, he is asking for IP, primary current. IP is equal to NS by R. IP is equal to IS divided by NP by NS. So IP is equal to IS is 2 ampere divided by NP by NS is 1 by 25. That is equal to 2 into 25. 2 into 25 is 50 ampere. IP is equal to what? 50 ampere. Option B is the correct. Option B is the correct answer. Next one. The output of the step-down transformer is measured to be 48 volts. So VRMS is given. VRMS. So VRMS is equal to 48 volts. When connected to 12 watt bulb, power is equal to 12 watt. The value of the peak current is asked. Value of the peak current. We know that power is equal to VRMS into IRMS. Power is equal to VRMS into IRMS. So IRMS is equal to, it's a power by VRMS. It's a 12 by 48. 12 by 48 is 1 by 4 ampere. 1 by 4 ampere. But he is asking for peak current. Peak current I0 is equal to, it's a root 2 into IRMS. Root 2 into IRMS. Therefore, it's a root 2 divided by IRMS is what? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 can be written as 1 into 2 into 2 and that can be written as root 2 by 2 into root 2 into root. Root 2 cancel. It's a 1 by 2 root 2 ampere. Option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Next, 31. For a transformer, the turns ratio is given. That is NS. Turns ratio means number of turns in the secondary coil to the number of turns in the primary coil. NS by NP is equal to 3. And eta is given. Efficiency is given here 0.75. 0.7. The current flowing in the primary coil IP is equal to 2 ampere. And the voltage applied to it means VP. VP is equal to 100 volts. Then the voltage and current flowing in the secondary coil is you know that NS by NP is equal to VS by VP. You can apply this formula directly. So for this formula, this does not require efficiency. Whether efficiency is 100% or 50% or anyone. So this will be applicable. But when it comes to the expression Ns by Np is equal to Ip by Is, current, and it is applicable only when the efficiency of the transformer is 100%. So using this equation, so Vs, secondary voltage is equal to Vp is how much? 100. 100 into Ns by Np. It's a 3. It's a 300 volt. So 300 volt. Now to calculate the current. So to calculate the current, take the efficiency of the transformer. This is power output by power input. Power output by power input. Power output is what? Output current, output voltage. That is what? Is into Vs. And what is the input power? Input current into input voltage. That is Ip into Vp. Ip into Vp. So efficiency is given, it's a 0.75. 0.75 is equal to Is. Is you have to calculate. Is into Vs. Vs is 300 volt. Vs is 300 volt. Is into 300 divided by Ip is 2, Vp is 100. So this 0 get cancelled, and that implies 0.75 into 2 is 1.5. 1.5 into, 1.5 equals 3 into Is. Is is equal to 1.5 by 3. 1.5 by 3 means 1 by 2 ampere or 0.5 ampere. So the option is the secondary, then the voltage and the current is P. 300 volt and 0.5 ampere. 31 is the correct answer. Next, in Karnataka, the normal domestic power supply 220 and 50 hertz. Here the 220 and 50 hertz are present. This is RMS value. And this is frequency. The RMS value of the voltage and frequency. Option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Next, 33rd problem. If you come to the 33rd problem, a transformer having efficiency of 90%. Theta is given, it's a 90%. That is 0.9. Is working on 200 volt. It's working on 200 volt. So Vp is given. Vp is equal to 200 volt. And 3 power is given. 3 input power. Input power is equal to 3 kilowatt. That is 3000 watt supply. If the current in the secondary coil is given Ip, so Is. Secondary current is given 6 ampere. The voltage across the secondary coil and the current in the primary coil respectively. So is given power. Input power is equal to, very simple, input power is equal to, that is primary current into primary voltage. Primary current into primary voltage. That implies input or primary current is equal to P input by Vp. That is 3000 divided by 200. 0 cancel. 30 by 2 is a 15 ampere. It's a 15 ampere. Next, we want the voltage across the secondary coil. The voltage across the what? Secondary coil. To calculate the voltage across the secondary coil, efficiency is equal to what? P out divided by P in. P out is what? Is into Vs divided by P in. Ip into Vp. That implies 0.9 is equal to 6 into Vs divided by Ip is how much? 15. Vp is 200. 200. Now, the Vs is equal to 15 to the 30. 300 into 0.9 divided by 6. Divided by what? 6. So now 6 ones are, and this is 6 ones are, 6 fives are. 6 5, that is 500. 500 into 0.9. 50 into 9. 50 into 9 is 450 volt. 450 volt. Option B is the correct answer. 33. Option B is the correct answer. Next, 34. A primary of a transformer when connected to DC battery of 10 volt draws a current of 1 ampere. The number of turns of the primary and the secondary windings are 50 and 100 respectively. The voltage in the secondary and the current drawn by the circuit in the secondary are respectively. Yes. Here the transformer is connected to DC battery. Transformer cannot work on DC. Transformer only works for AC current or AC voltage. Transformer cannot work on DC voltage. DC voltage. So therefore, Vs is equal to 0 and Is is equal to 0. Vs is equal to 0 and Is is equal to 0. So 0 voltage, therefore no current. Option C is the correct. Option C is the what? Correct answer. Last one. The charged 30 microfarad capacitor is connected to a 27 millihenry inductor. The angular frequency of the three oscillations of the circuit is. The angular frequency is equal to 1 by square root of LC oscillation. Angular frequency. It's a 1 by square root of L is how much? 27 into 10 power minus 3 into 30. Capacitance is 30 into 10 power minus 3. So that can be written as, now this 0 can be multiplied become 10 power minus 5. Minus 5 into minus 3 is 10 power minus 8. 3 into 10 to 7 is what? 81. It's 81 into 10 to the power of minus 8. So 81 into 10 to the power of minus 8. So then omega is equal to 1 divided by 9 into 10 power minus 4. That is 10,000 divided by 9. Omega is equal to what? 10,000 divided by 9, and we can write 10 by 9 into 10 power 3. There in the powers of 10 power 3 they have given, therefore I written in terms of 10 power 3. 10 by 9 means 1.1. 1.5 into 10 power 3 radian per second. So option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. So this is about some problems so related to the alternating current we discussed. I hope you understood. So thank you.
Yes. You want to start?